This will come part of our Bet W09, Tom Brady, and not much else.
Invincible is down 1 and 2 too, huh?
No, this is powerhouses from last year. Suddenly pretty shitty.
Look at him. He took up Aaron Rodgers from last year.
Exactly. He was a guy he snaked late in the second round.
It's not a bad pick, but it depends when he picked up Rodgers this year.
I wanted him. But
we got a Brady and Rodgers now.
This Bet W09, Brady, solid pick. I honestly liked him. I was debating him and Breeze. He hasn't turned out as good as I thought it would be.
Breeze was up.
But just a lot of picks that after the draft I was scratching my head at, and now sneaky good.
Yeah.
Pierre Garçon.
That's the guy.
Cedric Benson. Tashard Choice.
Gonzo.
I think he's my version of last year.
Okay.
He's the Dickie Simpkins to 2008 Dickie Simpkins. Shitty draft, stud on the waivers. The version of me last year.
Waivers, yeah, man.
Waivers.
If you got a bad team, you hit up the waivers the first 2-3 weeks.
Exactly. Pierre Garçon's looking like a top target in Indianapolis.
Yep.
Tashard Choice was the guy I put a claim in. He's snaked it for me. Darren Sproles. Dustin Keller, a low-end #1 guy that I really like to break out is maybe a top 7 tight end this year. I like Dustin Keller. Top 7? Yeah,
he's...
And a solid defense in San Francisco.
Solid guy.
John Carney put up points for the...
Yeah, when
you had him last year.
Yeah.
I remember.
When you got, Singletary to coach, you better get some D on yourself,
Exactly. So, alright, man.
It's not bad.
We did a season 1 recap. Recap the season thus far, who the pretenders, who the contenders are. Let's do it quick. By division, though. This is kind of different than what I thought. Miller Lite division, my division, I thought would be stacked. Through 3 weeks, I'm looking like the top dog so far.
Yeah. Well,
and the Bud Light division looking very strong. Yeah. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
Yeah.
Thought it was definitely going to be the other way around.
You're actually the point leader by 1, huh?
Yeah, by 1 point. 1 point.
Bad.
But, I mean, I expect you to make a run. In the Bud Light division, I think is up for grabs. It's definitely up for grabs. 4 teams. There's a good 3 teams that are solid. GQ Pikes, I talk shit about. He has a solid team. Not great.
Probably deep.
Solid. Yeah. No, that was the Bastankers. You were their daddy, but they finally beat you.
Took me down.
So, alright. Let's do a recap, or let's do a preview for week 4 games.
Let's do it. We already know what's the most important matchup of the week.
Most important matchup. Dickie Simpkins, 2-1 record versus the Beer Barbarians.
So what is up with the Dickie Simpkins and the picture of the balls?
You ever seen Glengarry Glen Ross?
No.
Listen. Classic movie you guys need to see. Glengarry Glen Ross. It's a movie about sales.
Okay.
Alec Baldwin is in it. One of his classic scenes. He says,
can't be that good of a movie, that, huh?
It's classic. Alec Baldwin's good in small spurts. He says, what does it take to be good in sales? He says, brass balls.
Okay.
So it's kind of an inside joke between me and GQ Place and Costankas.
I figured that.
But I got 2 brass balls.
I figured that's what it's
Listen, I'm not scared to make a big move. I got balls. I'll make a risky move if I have to. But you gave me my first loss last week. I was a little bitter because had I had my original kicker on there, Olindo Mare, I would have won by 1 point.
We can go this and that. I probably had an extra point or 2 sitting on my bench.
Yeah. And so I was a little bitter. But I think I'm looking good to take it the second time around.
Yeah, this is going to be a little rough for me this round.
I'm looking good.
We'll see, though. I mean, Palmer's only got 13 points projected. He plays the Browns.
Listen, if we're in Vegas, I'd be a good 4-point favorite.
Yeah. I would say.
And I'd put money on you.
Yahoo's a little off here.
Oh, Yahoo!
I would say your favorite, though. I would say your favorite.
I'm definitely favorite.
I feel it this week. I mean, see what I can pull out. Unless Slayton has a big game. If Slayton has a big game, I'll take it. If Slayton doesn't have a big game.
I mean, Bradshaw to me is the only question mark, and I have Donald Brown ready to go.
Okay.
But I think his ceiling is a little low
Yeah.
this week. 10 points is probably his
Who are
ceiling.
they playing? The Patriots this week? The Miami?
Man,
Playing the Patriots.
I think so.
I think.
No, they play a shitty team.
Yeah.
Miami. No. I forgot who they fucking play. They play a shitty team though. So, I'm feeling okay. I would say if we had to pick a winner, I'd say I would take this game.
If I was putting money on it,
I'm favored.
I'd put you down.
I'm favored.
I'd put you down.
I'm definitely favored.
Yeah.
I feel okay about winning, and I'd really like to get the win.
To be honest though, would I bet on this game? No.
You got some good matchups. Willis McGahee, I fucking hate his ass.
I have a feling.
I had Ray Rice.
If Slayton
I
gets,
fucking
if
hate
Slayton
his
gets
ass.
2 touchdowns, which they play the Raiders.
No, listen. The Raiders, sneaky good defense.
They are.
Good.
I give you that. I almost picked them up in a different league.
Good. Sneaky good.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no, Baltimore plays New England. I'm not even sure.
yeah. I mean, New England, a little overrated defense. I feel okay about me winning.
Oh, Miami plays Buffalo.
Yeah, so, if, let's move on to the next game. Let's call this week for me. Let's call it.
I'm gonna take you down again.
All right. Long-term deal versus Jabronis. Take a look at the projected. 67 long-term deal.
This is not good. He's got Manning going. They got Seahawks. It's going to be a throwing game. Actually, to be honest, the Colts don't really have a running game, so it's going to be all throwing game.
I mean, long-term deal. I mean,
Devin Hester.
listen, I wrote it in the comment section. LTD needs to come up big to keep this game.
He has about 3-4 questionable. He has a lot of questionable people.
His running backs are very
I'll be
good.
surprised.
Ryan Grant and Ryan Grant and Larry Johnson.
Sorry, buddy, but I'll be surprised if he breaks 60. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. It's not looking
What do we
good.
got over on the
Let's call this for
Jabronis?
Jabronis.
Romo?
Romo, a little overrated. I think he puts up some points. Randy Moss, though. Steve Smith of the Giants. Brandon Jacobs against the Chiefs puts up some points.
I like Jacobs.
I think Jacobs gets two touchdowns this year, or this game. Dallas Clark is looking like a beast at tight end. And the Jets defense, I was so upset that
I'm starting Lynch, so Jackson's not doing much. Just kidding, man. Probably get outbeat.
It's a fifth. Lynch is the goal line guy.
I know.
Lynch is the goal line guy, definitely.
We got Dallas Clark.
And I was so upset that Jabronis picked up. I was so upset that Jabronis picked up the New York Jets defense. That was my top defense going into the year, and he's thank you.
Good pick.
So let's call it for Jabronis easily. Now listen, Chicago Bastankas and GQ Plagues.
Let's see what we got here. Big Ben.
Big Ben is the biggest piece of shit I've fucking ever seen.
You know what? Big Ben is a great NFL quarterback. Big Ben
sucks.
is a terrible.
I had his ass.
He's a terrible fantasy
I
football quarterback.
fucking hate his ass.
He's a great
If
NFL
I fucking saw him,
quarterback,
I would knee him in the fucking balls. I fucking hate his ass.
He is a great NFL quarterback. Terrible fantasy quarterback.
I drafted him in the freaking third round.
He'll go from negative to positive.
Third
He'll
round.
go from negative to positive every
Third
other
round
week.
last
Every
year.
other week. Did you even get positive points to him every week or what?
I got positive points, but I mean that's like 3 points. You know,
Yeah.
like 3.
You don't get points in this game for breaking 3 tackles and still throwing a football.
The Bastankas though, sneaky good, upset potential. Marion Barber is their top guy. MJD playing Tennessee. I think Tennessee wins this game.
That's tough.
They're the best 0-3 team in history. Easily. So, I think MJD gets shut down. Marion Barber's hurt. Bastankas takes this game.
Is that what he has? Barber and Sugar?
I think the Bastankas pull off the upset.
Barber starting this week? I think he's back.
He's back, but Choice is going to be the number 1 guy.
Okay.
So, I call it for Bastankas. What do you call it?
Let me see.
You have to bet.